Thanks for staying with us. So in continuation of International Women's Day celebration, we have a guest in the building who has come to join us gist today. Dr. Janet Adetu, certified and credentialed executive and transformative coach, leadership presence strategist, corporate etiquette expert, professional image consultant. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Thank you for having me. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, I love your new office.
Honestly,
I remember the old one where I used to go.
Yeah.
Wake Up Nigeria, but this is amazing.
Yeah.
So well done.
You're welcome.
ladies.
You're welcome. So you're gisting with us today, right? So, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Bianca Ojokwu, has taken to her social media handle to reflect on the infamous slap Ola she gave former Anambra State First Lady Mrs Obiano at the inauguration of Anambra State Governor Charles Soludo on 17th March 2022. What are your thoughts on the post by the Honorable Minister of State for Foreign Affairs herself? Do you think it's necessary or unnecessary? Do you think the minister is being troublesome? You can join the conversation and call us on 02016352013 or 09024163440 or tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. So I saw the video and it was carried by different blogs. So I wasn't sure who posted the video. I just felt some people just wanted to be mischievous by, taking us back to that incident that happened. Only for me to hear that she was the one who posted the video herself, more like celebrating what had happened in the past. And I was asking myself, is this how women are supposed to support women? Is this how leaders should behave? Of course, we know what happened, and we wanted to believe that they made mistakes to come out in the public space to show that kind of behavior. And I was thinking in my head that they may have taken responsibility for the parts they played in that sort of national disgrace. Only for me to see that it seems like one person is still chilling and gloating that, I showed somebody Pepe. YK, what do you think about this matter?
At the time that this thing happened, I was in support, complete 100% support of Bianca. I mean, you don't come and slap me where I'm sitting down. You must collect me. So there were people that were saying, God give me the power to return the slap 20 times.
Yeah.
I was in 100% support of her. But now, what has passed under the bridge,
yeah.
I think she should have been magnanimous and forget about it. I don't think, I think it's in bad taste. Celebrating the slap 2 years later.
Slap-vessary. Slap-vessary. The slap-vessary.
Yes.
I mean, if she has celebrated it after 1 year, but it's now 2 years. I mean, is it 2 years or 4 years?
You're right.
It's a long time.
Since 2022.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
So she celebrated.
Yeah.
It's and we're in 2025. That's come on. That's petty.
Yeah.
That's petty. And I know they're going through their own trials and tribulations with EFCC, at least the husband. I don't know if they've thrown the case out yet. So I think at one point, you should rise above that. My own 2 cents. So, I mean, she's minister for something.
Foreign affairs.
Foreign affairs. Come on, you have heavy issues. You have to deal with Donald Trump. Shouldn't you be
sort out Nigerians that are stranded everywhere in the world?
Stranded everywhere. You are celebrating someone slapping. No.
Bad taste.
Bad
Nyma.
taste.
What are your thoughts?
For me, that I'm fasting. Shouldn't these people have just left me on out of this conversation?
You came to work.
Because if I have loved you before over something, I don't come and change it. That slap was a one I enjoyed. Then I'm still enjoying it. It's just for those of us who really enjoyed it to remind us that she didn't get away with the bullying. I don't like bullies. I like it when, if one opportunity in a lifetime, bully is bullied. I enjoy it, and so I think it's okay that she's reminding herself and encouraging other victims of bullies around the world. That.
Is that how you're changing?
Yeah, that's the way I've seen it.
It's a cause. It's a humanitarian cause.
Yeah, because that woman, that day, that woman, if that woman had gotten away with that bullying, I for big gogan. That's the anniversary will now be that.
I collected the slap.
That she was able to get away with bullying somebody who will now make a minister for foreign affairs, of state for foreign affairs. Okay, for no good. So now that we have a good video that we can use to encourage children and, you know, other victims everywhere, in workplaces, in politics, in party, and everything, why not?
I'm totally dying
they
here.
should do a 10 years anniversary and another 5 years anniversary.
I'm totally dying here, Nyma.
That's what I feel about it. I didn't want to say what I felt, but she's not going to call Nyma. Because that's why
Now she has to speak the truth because she's fasting.
Okay.
Can't lie.
Maria, what do you think about this?
Okay, so at the time it happened, I thought it was in such bad taste. I could not believe that at a whole inauguration we had two big women, as we like to describe, you know, women in politics or women in the public eye, would resort to violence in front of the whole world. I thought it was the worst thing ever. And there's a way I've always looked at Bianca. I just see her as a woman who is truly classy and above all sorts of petty behavior.
With some
But
dangbana in
so
between.
I even
You are
remember,
missing that part.
No, wait. Why
Classy
can't
with
I
some dangbana.
actually disagreed on that? I wasn't on the show when you talked about it, but I thought, no, I did not even understand why YK thought it was a good thing. But over the years, you know, and after this reminder and looking at the video again, you know, if we were to take away how embarrassing it was at that time, in hindsight, I think she was in the right to defend herself. I just wish she wasn't in front of the whole world. But it's important.
Slap her in front of the whole world now.
No, listen to what I'm trying to say, YK. That she did that, you know, in defense of herself. She was first bullied. I saw a better video, like she came onto her and came right into her face.
The
And she
real
stood up
video
in
came out
defense.
later.
So, yes, when I now saw the real video, I saw that that's what she did. She protected herself. We are not foolish people now. That we are quiet, that we are classy, that we are elegant, that does not mean we are
It's only
stupid
Jesus
people.
Christ that can do
Yeah,
that.
even Jesus Christ
Showed
showed
some
them.
people,
Yeah.
yes, at some point.
No, about
Jesus
the
Christ said, "If you
anniversary.
slap me."
No, but he still carried
other
on and
But
slapped people in the temple.
after the second, if you don't,
Forgotten.
if it's not the cheek because it was her head, if it was not
Like
the
you know Bible. He said she's forgotten.
anyway, for me, concerning the anniversary, I don't think it's in poor taste. I think it's important to remind people of their bad behavior. Why have we said in this country we have some issues? Because there was a time we took away history from our school curriculum.
True.
And when there's no history, we don't tell those stories, people don't learn. You know, many times there are people who have been celebrated, and we know these are people celebrated for bad behavior. They get away with so many things, you know. But when something happens to good people, kind people, we, you know, they tend to want to put it aside. It's you know, it's petty. It's too petty. We shouldn't talk about it. It's not good behavior. It's not good etiquette, you know. And because it's not all that, sometimes being a good person, a person with etiquette, we allow bad people get away with bad behavior. We allow people that have behaved badly to carry their shoulder up and say, because the person did not talk. It's not because the person didn't, but the person did not talk in public. So you carry your shoulder up and say, after all, I slapped her and nothing happened, you know. But this one will remind you that there's a time and place where you will stand up and perform that your bad behavior in front of the world, and it will be,
And you'll be put in your place.
and you'll be put in your place, and the whole world will see it, and every year it will be celebrated to remind others who think like you or want to think like you that there are consequences for bad behavior. So for me, I think she's done it well. Yeah, I think it's a
By
good
celebrating it.
anniversary.
So let me call
No,
you
she did
doctor.
not celebrate.
Call my name.
She
Don't
said,
call
Wait, I want to
let's
talk
just read what she said so that we don't, she did not say celebrate. She says, as the saying goes, pink butterflies, especially those with oversized wings or
Which was
inflated
what she was
egos, must never fly too dangerously close to the flame. So as bad as your behavior is, we acknowledge it's there, but please don't fly too close to the flame because it will burn. That's what she's saying.
Dr. Janet, please, what are your thoughts on this? Because these
My
ladies
goodness.
are shocking me today. They're shocking me out of my
Honestly.
seat.
They're shocking me too. I'm like, you know, we good people.
Good people like us.
Yes, you're all good people.
Dr. Janet, please.
Honestly,
It's your goodness that's
I
inspired us.
remember that video, and it's been a while, so I'm so shocked that it's coming back again. And when I watched it, then I watched it, I'm like, whoa, what just happened? Like, did this really happen in public with important dignitaries like this. I felt it was quite shameful at the time, because these women are supposed to be representing us. And if they are doing this in public, what are they expecting those watching them to think or to do when they are in that circumstance? It's not to say that we are foolish, and it's not to say that if somebody comes and pokes you in the eye, you're not going to poke them back. But there is a way and a means of doing some of these things, and it's not violent, like you rightly said. Coming back to celebrating 2 years here, I really wonder what the objective is. I really want to know what her goals are. Because I see us, even us sitting here, we are mentoring from a distance. People are watching us. This program is highly celebrated. You are all mentors from a distance. People are admiring you, emulating you, wanting to be like you in the future, wanting to establish careers
but
like
I didn't
this.
ask them to.
No. There's some great things that you're doing.
I do anyhow.
There are great things that you're doing that people are watching. So I'm looking at this like, what exactly are you trying to achieve here? Are you trying to tell us that, ladies, violence is okay? Or are you trying to tell us that, okay, there are consequences for your bad actions? But couldn't she have done it in a better way?
How?
Made a post without posting the video?
Can I ask a question?
No, let's ask how she would do it.
Because I was going to say that when I interrupted BC initially. When we were young girls, we had instances where our parents held us to some standards. I come from a home where if you vent outside, my parents say you've embarrassed them, even if you were justifiably venting. So you will now come, maybe somebody has already cheated you, you cannot fight. And I'd never let it go. The best one is that if you curse me, I curse you. You slap me, I slap you. That way, two of us will now come and talk. I can let that one go. It goes immediately. Once they say sorry, you to hug yourself, it ends. But you see that one that you slapped me, they now held my own hand. And then they now brought us, we now talk, now say both of you don't fight again.
No.
Be careful, though. So hold on now, So what happens is that growing up with that, a lot of children will just lose their morale, because our parents those days, they will just, they will hold you to that standard, and that's all, your family name, your this and that, and you have an unfinished, you never find closure, unfinished matter. Because actually when that other person knows how to do like this, I slap you that day, nothing happened. The way children are. So this for me.
But they're not children anymore.
Hold on. We are coming somewhere. So this was an inauguration. Just imagine that
was wrong.
And the word she was using, I don't want to, that B word, she was using it with classlessness.
She was drunk.
And that she did it as the outgoing first, and that she went back to her seat as the outgoing first, and that she sat down. Got away with it, and the other one now sat like one bird that they poured water.
I don't believe she sat down. I don't
would have been better.
I met the bully who walked all the way from her corner to another person's corner, bully her, go back to her seat, and the other one just sat and feels bad. How we one day look at in the house?
So there are so many
elevated
strategies. Can I ask you just one question?
Yes, please go ahead.
And it's for all of us here. What is your personal brand?
What's your what?
Your personal brand. How do you want people to perceive you? And that is up to us. We are our own ambassadors. The truth is, you either want to be perceived in a positive light or in a negative light. And there are consequences for your actions. Yes,
the middle light.
There are circumstances where
that was positive for her. She's not Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Yes,
because of
that's why I said everybody.
Are you sure?
No. The truth is, you're a public figure. How do you really want people to see you out there? That is it. So there will be circumstances where things happen, that's life. And we have a bad hair day. But personally, if somebody did that to me, I don't know if I would go out there and start fighting like that, because I don't want my brand out there to be, I don't want to be in disrepute, right?
Yeah,
and I don't want people to look at me.
Can I ask you a question?
Can.
Sweetie, before we ask you
is that how you want people
to
perceive you?
Okay, wait.
I don't care how they perceive me.
Thank you.
If you slap me, I slap you.
Collect.
What?
But
You will collect.
Yeah.
Maybe you did in a more elegant way.
No,
Like,
No, she slapped her back with class. No, we can't watch the video. Bianca slapped her back with class. Brought her head down, dragged the wig. And she never even had her. And Agele did not shift one bit. She had choice. Gele not even move.
Interesting.
How do you want to be perceived? That's a very
Which my
strong
Gele on
question.
point when I'm defending myself.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.